They say time is one thing you can't negotiate with, especially in this industry. At 22, the world tells you to settle down, to take your degree, frame it, and find a comfortable seat in the background. My name is Zaakir. I'm a writer, I'm a filmmaker, and I'm a creator. For years, I've defined myself by what I can make for other people. But beneath all those titles, beneath the safety of being in the director's seat, there was this pulse. I've tried to ignore it for far too long, and I don't just want to be the one telling the stories behind the scenes. I am the story, and I have this dream, this need to become an idol. Go crazy like Britney, baby. Give me really one more time. It's fun. I'm Zaakir Tregonning. I'm from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'll be 23 this May. Growing up here, you're taught to be practical. You're told that art is a hobby and it shouldn't be your lifeline. But to me, it was my lifeline. I went to art school, I pushed myself to get my honors in film. I spent years learning the mechanics of how to build worlds for other people to live in. I wrote music that never left my voice notes, sketched characters that never left my sketchbooks, and I made films where I stayed safely behind the lens, directing the emotions, but never shown my own. I was an artist with a vision, but I hadn't found the right canvas yet. I felt like a vocalist without a microphone, or a dancer without a stage, or a painter without their canvas. Okay, let's go to chapter 2. Growing up, I've always been obsessed with telling stories, and that love eventually grew into loving the way stories were told. And I don't just mean through the dialogue, but through the camera movements, the music cues, the visual aesthetic that they chose for it. And as I got older, I fell more and more in love with the way stories are told through music. So naturally, I started gravitating towards musicals because, well, the music is the plot. And that's when I discovered something. That's when I discovered K-pop. Okay, I'll admit, at first, I didn't get it. But then I started to see the artistry, the lyricism, the way a 3-minute song can have the narrative depth of a feature film. I saw groups like HYBE and BTS telling these deep, interconnected stories through not just their songs, but their movements, their comeback concepts, and, well, the fashion. It just naturally clicked for me. To me, this was the ultimate form of storytelling. I mean, it combined everything I love: music, film, fashion, animation. and performance. And suddenly, just being the filmmaker behind the camera wasn't enough. I needed to be the one on stage, the one telling the music through the song. Then reality hits. I'm 22, and in the world of idols, that's considered old, ancient even. Most trainees are scouted at 12, debut at 16, and I'm here starting where a lot of them peak. And then there's the issue of the map. I'm in South Africa, and the distance between Cape Town and Seoul doesn't just feel like miles. It feels like an entirely different universe. And I know how the markets work. There's not me romanticizing everything. I know the odds are near zero for someone like me, a South African filmmaker trying to break into the most competitive industry on the planet. Saying it out loud, it sounds like a dumb joke. There were nights where I told myself to just give up, to let it go and focus on my film career. But every time I closed my eyes, I wasn't on a film set. I was under the shining lights. I was on the stage. Sometimes I even looked up at the HYBE logo. And the fear of failure was huge, I'll admit. But the fear of never trying was even bigger.
Making their dream into a reality is from.
Then November 23rd happened. HYBE introduced Cat's Eye, a global group, and suddenly the borders didn't feel so thick anymore. The spark was there, but it didn't fully ignite. Not yet. Not until my 22nd birthday. That's when I realized I didn't want to be a solo artist. I wanted the brotherhood, the synergy, the team. I wanted what my favorites had. I wanted the bond of BTS and the intensity of ENHYPEN. I realized that if the door wasn't open for someone like me, a South African guy my age, then I was going to make that door. And then suddenly an itch became a blueprint. And then I gave that blueprint a name.
Chapter 5. The invitation.
This isn't just a vlog. This is my audition and my pitch to the world and to HYBE that my concept isn't just a dream. It's a well-researched market waiting to happen. I built a vocal roadmap along with vocal coaches to help improve my voice, as well as physical regimes to better my dance and my physical health. That, in all honesty, pushes me to the edge every single week. I am designing the logos, concepts, and outfits, and I'm inviting all of you to watch me build a bridge from Cape Town to HYBE. So If that intrigues you, then subscribe, follow, and be a part of the dream. Thank you, guys. Oh, and the name is Krayzae, and for us, the myth is just beginning.